Everyone, I'm so glad you're joining me for this video. This is going to be a shopping list ideas video, and I know it's been way too long since I've done one of these, so thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoy this. I've got a lot to talk about. I've got about 10 different items to mention here, and this basically is the same as like people's current favorite videos or monthly favorites that they do. I just call them shopping list ideas because I feel like maybe next time you're out and about, this may be something to look at in person and decide if you want to get it for yourself. So some of these things are things that I have bought recently. They may be some sort of rediscovered products within my own collection, but either way, it's things that I'm using a lot lately and I really want to tell you about. So it's going to be like basically a bunch of mini reviews, but they're all pretty much positive since these are definite recommendations. So the first thing I want to mention are the color icon palettes from Wet n Wild. If you follow my blog, which is beautybroadcast.net, you will know that I have swatched these both. So if you want a closer look, you can definitely go to my blog. But as you can see here, I have this palette in Pride, which is the blues and greens, and this one is in Lust, and this is some pretty purples. I'll open it up so you can see it better. So I love both of these, and I do have a 2-in-1 tutorial coming soon on the blue-green palette, basically a natural look and a dramatic look and how you can transition between the two. But I really like these palettes, and if you got a good look at them, you can tell that 3 of the shades are matte and 3 of the shades are shimmery in both palettes. And there are also some other options that they have too. They have like a brownish one and sort of a smoky neutral palette, but like these 3 are shimmer, these 3 are matte, and I tell you, they are so vibrant. So look at those matte shades. That's something we're not used to seeing, not only from Wet n Wild, but from drugstore brands in general. I feel like we don't usually get the greatest selection of matte colors in the drugstore. So take advantage of this if you can find it. I don't know if it's out in all stores yet, but it should be coming out soon. So keep your eye out for the color icon palettes. I can tell you for sure that I love the one in Lust, which is purples, and Pride, which is green and blue, but there are 2 others that I really want to try as well. On to another eye product that I'm really liking. It's from Palladio, and I know I used one of these. I think I used it in my Real Housewives of Orange County tutorial in a different shade, but I tried this one in metallics, and I just fell in love with it. I think I might like it even more. Yeah, the shade is metallics. It's the Baked Eyeshadow Trio from Palladio, and you can see this is a really, really nice neutral trio of colors, and it is so warm and great. It's going to make you start thinking about summertime and how much you want to, be really, warming up your skin. There's the pretty gold. That's your lightest shade. Then you have this middle color, which is kind of a copper, and then you've got kind of a rich chocolate brown. I feel like they truly are nice metallic colors. They really look good as kind of, you can mix and match the way you want to use it. Even that coppery shade can be a pretty highlight if you use it kind of light and diffused. So all 3 colors look really nice together. They blend really flawlessly, and they just have a really nice appearance on the skin. Next, I have a couple of mascaras that I want to talk about. The first is the XXL Pro 24-hour bold mascara from Maybelline. The only complaint about Maybelline is like the names of their products are way too long. But anyway, it's one of these 2-in-1 mascara products where you've got a first step and then a second step that you'll do. So yeah, basically, it's pretty easy to do. The neat thing about this product is that the first step, instead of being like a white primer coat, it's actually a dark coat. So if you just wanted to go with that one step, you'd be good. And truthfully, the first step in this is really my favorite. It goes on so nicely. This is a look at the brush, and this would be more or less your thickening step, and it's really kind of a small brush. It's sort of narrow, but it has a lot of bristles really close together, and it really thickens and separates and gives you the look of a lot of volume on your lashes. I have that on my top lashes today, and then you apply the second step, which you're going to notice is a brush with a little bit longer bristles, and this is really going to give you some length. So you just kind of apply one, Then apply the other. While this is sort of that same kind of semi-wet formula from Maybelline, I think I'm going to continue to like this even more as I use it. And I feel like they do a good job of, at least the way the tube is constructed, you don't pull out the brush and have too much product on the brush, especially with that first step. I think it's very important if you're trying to separate the lashes and you don't want them to, as I've said, team up into like 5 lashes, all the lashes on your eye just turned into, you know, spouting off in like 5 different directions. It's really important to separate on that first step, and I think it really does that. In terms of the 24-hour wear concept, I think this is great for an extended wear product that's not necessarily waterproof. I don't see flaking and smudging with this. I've gone through a whole day with this product on my eyes. I put my makeup on at 1:30 a.m. In case you're watching me for the first time, I anchor a morning newscast. So I have not touched up my eyes at all. I put a little powder on my face before this video and my lip gloss, which I'll talk about in a minute, but in terms of my eyes, I have not touched up one bit, and I have not gotten any sort of smudging, flaking going on under the eye. And part of the reason for that transitions me right into my next product, which is a mascara that I've been using for quite some time on my lower lash line. I really love it, and I just thought it would make sense to mention it here for you as well. It's Maybelline Lash Discovery Mascara. It's that tiny brush that's going to find all of the lashes that you have. Sometimes that's the issue with your lower lash line, is really detecting those small lashes and not making them too terribly thick and spidery. Whenever I do mascara on my lower lash line, at first I was really leery of doing that because I thought I don't want any smudging. And I feel like I can put this on there, not get my lashes looking too thick and unnatural, and I also don't get smudging with this. So like I said, I've had this on all day. I do not have any issues under my eye right now, and there's a lot to be said for that. It's one thing if you're mascara on your upper lashes isn't going anywhere, but if you can put this on your lower lashes and it's, you know, still not getting messy on this area right here under your eye, there's a lot to be said for that. So if you are looking for a great mascara, and you could use this on your upper lash line too, just for some really natural definition, but I will use this almost on a daily basis on my lower lash line, and I'm really happy with the results I get. Next, I want to mention what's on my lips today. This might be coming off a little darker on my camera screen, I can't quite tell, but this is a pretty mauve lip color. The shade is Plumped Mauve, and it's the Infallible Plumping 6-Hour Lip Gloss. The color on this is really beautiful. You can see it's got sort of that metallic, kind of shimmery tone to it. I really like the packaging, but I also love the way this does stay on my lips. It's, in terms of the plumping aspect, yes, I can feel a little tinkle. It's not over the top. It's not, you know, giving me a drastic change in the fullness of my lips, but I also just feel like the appearance of this, it's a nice shine. It really gives you that full-bodied color, and I feel like that does help in making your lips look plump as well. Not necessarily by the reaction that's happening with your lips, but just the appearance of the way the formulation makes them appear, if that makes sense. It's got that nice little shimmer to it, so it really kind of attracts the light and does make your lips just look fuller. So I really like that, and this color is just amazing. I was looking at all the different shades, and this one just really caught my eye, and it apparently caught a bunch of other people's eyes as well because there is only one left. It has this applicator that is sort of that, you know, it's the sponge tip applicator, but yet it also has that little hole in the center which seems to carry a little bit of extra product, which is nice. I also like that it comes to a point, which makes it very easy to define this area. And once you get it on, it's so unique in that it really is a long-lasting gloss. It stays glossy on your lips, but it lasts a really long time. I mean, so when you get it on there, it's not really going anywhere. It's not long wearing to the point of being like CoverGirl Outlast, where you might have to scrub that stuff off when you want it off. You could still, you know, blot your lips and kind of get this off of your lips if you wanted it off, but it is a relatively long wearing lip gloss. I mean, I can put it on before my newscast and it's still on there well after the news, even though I've been talking a lot. and it's, you know, it doesn't necessarily need a touch-up. So it's a really great thing. Use it with a little liner and you're good to go. A couple of bronzers to mention here real quick. The Chocolate Soleil bronzer from Too Faced, which does contain real cocoa. Just a little update on that. I included this in my haul video I don't know, was it like last week or something? And I am loving this. Been using it every day, using it kind of as a contour and just lightly kind of all over my face. Still has that fantastic smell, that hasn't worn off, and it just wears wonderfully. Looks really good on the skin. Great if you feel like you've been trying a lot of bronzers and they're just not showing up enough on your skin. If you're a medium-toned skin tone that feels like you feel like everything's too light and you want a matte bronzer, that's what this is, no shimmer. Check out that chocolate bronzer from Too Faced. Gorgeous packaging too. And the other one I want to mention, maybe you do want a little shimmer, but you don't want it to be over the top, the So Baked Bronzer in Heat Wave from Hard Candy. Been using this a lot lately too, and it has that effect of, say, the mineralized skin finish from MAC, and this is not too terribly shimmery. You can see it has kind of that nice sheen of, I've of course applied it there in a really concentrated way on my fingers. You would never apply it, you know, that way on your cheeks. You would use a brush, but it just goes on really smooth, gives you a nice glow. Definitely a great thing if you wanted a color to put all over maybe your décolleté area, your shoulders, and give you that nice shimmer. Really pretty on the face as well. Just use it lightly. I mean, any product like this with shimmer, and any bronzer really, use it sparingly, but you're going to find that those pretty tones of gold that are kind of laced through this bronzer come out very nice on your skin. Next, I want to tell you about some false lashes that I absolutely love, and I didn't find them for quite some time in my nearby Target store, but I found them over the weekend, and I'm really glad I saved them to show you this in my shopping list ideas video. They're the Sonia Kashuk Demi-Lash set, and this is what they look like. They kind of look like the lashes are crisscrossing over one another, and that is not a full lash that you're seeing there. That is really a lash that's going to basically sit on the outer half of your eye. It's going to sit on the upper outer half, and it's going to give you that nice kind of slightly flared out look. For people who are asking about me, like, is it too much to wear false lashes to work? No, and this would probably be your answer on that. These just have the perfect length. They stay nice for so long. That's one of the biggest reasons. I'm so glad I didn't forget to say that. If you are maintaining these, in other words, using an eyelash or an eye makeup remover and like a cotton swab to get the product off of these every time you wear them, and taking off, you know, pulling off the little bits of glue that are on there, these will last you a really long time. Like, I'm talking a lot of wears. Probably if you wore them, you know, I don't know, you could probably get well over a dozen wears if you just took care of them in a basic way. I have a whole blog about maintaining and caring for your false lashes, so check that out. But if you also feel very intimidated by wearing a full strip of lashes all across your eyes, half sets like this demi set are very easy to apply. You don't have to try quite as hard to get them just right and laying right over, you know, really pushing them down and dealing with the inner corner. That inner corner is a very sketchy area to try to get the false lashes down on. So when you just have that half of your eye to worry about, you can do this. If you've never tried them before, try to find these, or at least some half strips of lashes that are similar to these. Also, I think I did a video on this, trimming your lashes. If you find a full set, you can't come up with the half set, trim them, snip them a little bit, give them that nice taper so they're fuller on the outsides, and these look really, really nice on. Finally, the last thing I want to mention here is a new perfume I got that I love. I just got this not too long ago here, and I was with Tyler. He was kind of helping me, you know, figure out what smelled the best, and I ended up getting the Juicy Couture fragrance here. It looks like this. Really like it. I love that it smells kind of like lilac, and Tyler picked up on that right away, and I thought he likes it a lot, I like it too, I'm just gonna get it. And I was at my local Kohl's, and I found that they had a lot of sets left over, sets that contained, like, this is the Eau de Parfum, and it also has a little like extra concentrated parfum there. And not the and that's eau de parfum as opposed to the eau de toilette, which is the parfum is a little more concentrated in terms of the scent you're going to get off of it. But anyway, it came with that little mini guy, and also a body sorbet lotion. So getting them in that 3-pack, it was actually discounted quite a bit, so you're going to pay a whole lot less by getting them all together, and maybe finding those Christmas leftovers in your store might not be a bad thing to seek out. Just see if they have them. It was knocked down from about, I think, $45 in the set to maybe like $35. So $10 off to get not only the perfume but also those 2 little add-ons is a pretty great deal. So I wanted to just let you know that, you know, just because Christmas is long gone doesn't mean you might not still find those deals in your local Kohl's or maybe elsewhere. So thanks so much, guys, for tuning in for this shopping list ideas video. I'll try not to wait as long between them. I think the last one I did was like stocking stuffers. So yeah, I need to do more often, but thank you for tuning in and have a great day.